Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Singing today, of course, will be treated to the sausage race and some really good baseball.
Yeah, these fans love their Brewers, and I love the way they run the show here in Milwaukee. I mean, the fans are into it. They bring it just about every home game, and there's a lot of fun tradition carried on in this ballpark, as you mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab, Freddie Peralta. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Ronald Acuna Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. And the righty deals. Swinging a foul straight back. And downstairs.
Oh, that's low.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Austin Riley in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Peralta, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Fastball for a strike, and it's 2-1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Swing and a miss, and now 3-2. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Hoskins makes the play, out number 2. And let's take a look at the lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Marcell Ozuna.
And Boog, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
Matt Olson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Got it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Braves go down quietly. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at American Family Field. And starting this one, Spencer Strider.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. This is Bryce Terang. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That's outside, and that's ball one.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Strider deals.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Strike two.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's a strikeout looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike three.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
One out, bases empty. That misses, and that is ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that is out of play. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Christian Yelich stands in with two away as he takes a ball. And that's way high. And that's ball two.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
William Contreras in the Milwaukee on deck circle. Two out, space is empty. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the first. We move to the second in Milwaukee. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Peralta back to work. And there's a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris. And it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Going to count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And he's He's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. High fly ball, right field. Freeling snags it, 2 away. So here's Murphy now. Murphy goes 6 feet 3 inches, 230 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 outs. And that one misses up and in. And the count 1-2. And that's down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And we're back. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Way out front for strike 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And here is Hoskins. Foul ball there. Nothing here in the bottom of the 2nd.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can
swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Nobody left for Milwaukee. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. On to the 3rd inning. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. there's a foul ball. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That's up.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
He goes down looking.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
And the batter now, Eli White. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Bunting for a hit and a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Top of the third, no score. Good eye right there.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
So 2 down now, and here is Nick Allen. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-0.
And that's a little bit high. 3-0. Ronald Acuna Jr. next to bat for the Braves. Off the outside edge, ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Misses again, 5 in a row. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0. Fought off foul. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fouled off left side.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Throw over to first. Allen back in on a dive. in the dirt.
Full count.
And ball
Take
4,
your base,
2
ball
aboard.
4.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Here is Austin Riley.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that's a strike. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. In there at the knees. 0-2 now.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Milwaukee, now here's Jake Bauers. And that one fouled off. Just missed. Check swing, called strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And here is number 21. And a foul ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
1-2.
And that's downstairs and outside. And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on, and it's fouled away. Breaking ball misses down and away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Soft contact in the air, makes the play, and it's out number 3. Brewers go down quietly. Still no score. Back here at American Family Field as we go to the top of the fourth. Matt Olson up to the plate. That's off the inside corner. Ball one.
You know, these Braves just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Frelick has a beat on it. One up, one down. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's outside.
That's out.
And it's 1-0. And there's a ball.
That missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
The Braves hitless so far in the game. And that drops in for a strike.
2-2.
And that one is inside.
Full count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next, Michael Harris II. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. And ball one.
That's a ball. 1-0.
Check swing, no appeal. Two 2-0, check swing, appeal to first, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Harris off of first with 2 away. In there at the knees for a strike. To the right side, Hoskins steps on the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Bryce Terang. Ball one, no strikes.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ball.
Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Chourio. Caught looking his first time up.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Olsen under it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Christian.
Here's Yelich at the dish. The MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. That one's upstairs, ball 1. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Gone in order are the Brewers, and we are still scoreless. New inning getting started. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Peralta back to work. Albies, 28 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Next offering upstairs. And another ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
And the batter now, Eli White. His first at-bat was a strikeout. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
0-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. That one found hard the other way.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And out number 1 on the grab. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
That one drifts inside. There's a strike, and it's 2-1 now.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Upstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Towards first, and it goes just foul. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Acuna now. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Late swing fouled off. Albies over at second. Allen at first. 1 gone. In the air to left center. Chorio settles under it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. 0 for 2 in this one.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Just missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And it's fouled off. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
In the dirt, blocked. Throw, save. And both runners move up on the wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. And now the count filled up 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. And now it's William Contreras. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, these Brewers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Next pitch off the plate. And the count 1-2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Freeland stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And a swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Hoskins, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So 5 perfect innings in the books. And we still have no score. DL Hall into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Fastball for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Nick Mears getting loose out there. Zastryzny also getting ready. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Olson. Just missed the inside corner, and that's ball 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Next offering upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That's hard hit on the line. Makes the catch for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball, strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And that one pulled foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris the second. 1 for 2. Pitch misses. 1-0. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's out of play, a foul ball. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a ground ball to first. And foul ball. Hard hit left side. Fires over to Hoskins. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. So they make short work of them there. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 6th inning. And now Jake Bauers. And that misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Just missed. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the third baseman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Just missed. Ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down, base is empty. And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The Brewers still looking for their first hit in this one. Struck him out looking. Joseph Ortiz will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. That one misses. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is down low. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Ortiz, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Milwaukee leaves 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Mears.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Now, Sean Murphy.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball one there.
1-2.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Chases that one out of the zone. And there's one down. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He is struck out, and he is walked. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Caught him looking for the K. Here's the left fielder, Eli White. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. That's a slider for a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The next pitch misses. Full count now. And they'll do it again. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom of the 7th. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Angel De Los Santos up and loosening in the pen. Lee getting cranked up as well. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. That's back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. It breaks up the no-no with a homer. The Brewers score first. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Spencer Strider out of the game, and he exits on the hook for the loss, but he threw the ball very well. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after a quick break. Pitching change here, Dylan Lee.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. That clips the zone. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Contreras swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. That one finds the zone. 0-1. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool-looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B, but very, very cool.
Freeling up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Chris, where does this Brewers glove logo rank for you all time?
I'd say for me, it's right there in the top 5. I mean, their logos and everything is sort of your personal experience, but ball caps that we had around the house, Montreal Expos growing up, Milwaukee Brewers, that Philadelphia Philly where the red was a deeper red, more of that burgundy. But those were just iconic logos, and so because of that early impression, they stay in my top 5. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So 2 down. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Now snap throw to first. Freeland dives back in safely. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. This is again 5 in a row. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Freeland leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Murphy makes the grab, and that will end the inning. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. It's now 1-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Rob Zastryzny.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Nick Allen digs in now.
Nick Allen.
And that clips the inside corner. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Trevor McGill up and throwing. And a weak ground ball to the left side. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Inside, and that's ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. And another ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Austin Riley in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball popped up. That's out number 2. Here comes Austin Riley. Zastryzny, 32 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Strike on the inside corner. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that one is in for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Braves go down quickly here, and it remains 1-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Angel De Los Santos.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Well, 1-run game. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
That one to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now the third baseman. A little bit high.
That's up.
1-0. And that one missing low.
Ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count in 2-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Action in the pen down there. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's too low.
That's down.
And that's ball 3. One down, base is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop,
Joseph Ortiz, the next to hit. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And that's in the dirt. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
There's a strike. Next offering is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground. 1 at second, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Brewers 1 and the Braves nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Trevor McGill. He's been so good against lefties. Here is Matt Olson, 0 for 3 in this one. And that's too high.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Misses off the inside. It's 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it remains 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Ozuna in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen.
Outside,
so
ball.
hard to play catch-up.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Up the middle. He's got it, and there's two away. So it's their last chance in this one. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. 1 for 3. On the ground to third, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Brewers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.